welcome to my channel. My name is Grace. This is gonna be my August TBR. Basically all the books that I would love to read in the month of August. I already know I'm not going to get to all these books, probably because I have so many on my mind that I just want to read right now. But I'm gonna cram them all into my TBR and we'll see what I actually get to at the end of the month. So I know that there's 3 books on my TBR that I don't own yet. I need to go to Barnes & Noble, but I haven't had a chance to get there this week. So I'll just tell you what those are first, and then we'll go to the books that I actually do own. Okay guys, I have been reading through the Expanse series by James S.A. Corey, and I am loving it so much, and I really want to pick up book 3, Abaddon's Gate, I think is what it's called. I don't have the book in front of me right now, but I think it's called Abaddon's Gate. And here's book 2. Here's book 2, and here's book 1. And I have loved both of book 1 and book 2. Oh my gosh, dude, there was such a cliffhanger at the end of book 2. Like, oh my gosh. Expanse series is a space opera. It takes place in the future, and everybody on Earth is overpopulated, and there's colonies on Mars, and there's colonies on like Europa and Io, and there's colonies like in space stations all throughout the asteroid belt, and you've got all these different kind of new cultures that have formed from people that like live on all the moons and all the planets of our solar system, basically. And so it's very political. It's a multi-perspective, so it follows people in all different political realms throughout the solar system. And it follows this whole spaceship crew as well. So I cannot wait to dive back into the world of the Expanse. Another book I really want to pick up this month is A Close and Common Orbit by Becky Chambers. I recently read The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers, and this is book 1. And I absolutely loved it, and I loved the crew, and I loved everything about it. Basically, it's about this crew of this spaceship, and they all have to figure out how to get along, and it's very character driven. And there's not a whole lot of plot line, but the characters are so interesting. They really do carry this book. So book 2, A Close and Common Orbit, is a book I really want to pick up this month. Another book I really want to pick up this month is Armada by Ernest Cline. You guys know Ready Player One by Ernest Cline, right? So I loved Ready Player One so much, and I've had friends that recently read Armada that are just raving about it, and they're just like, oh my god, Grace, please go pick it up and read it. So it's on my plans. I have to go see if I can find it in a bookstore or order it or something, but I really want to get to it this month. So, and I don't know what it's about. I don't know anything. I know it's science fiction. There's spaceships. I don't know if they're real spaceships or like virtual spaceships, or I feel like it's another kind of like in a video game sort of story like Ready Player One was. So I wonder if it's more like in a video game, but like more science fiction-y, like spaceship kind of video game. I don't really know, but I think that's what it is. So I am currently in the middle of Wolf by Ryan Groudon. The main character is an assassin shapeshifter. When she was a kid, she was experimented on by the Nazis, and she ended up with shape-shifting abilities. Got away from the Nazis, and it follows her as an adult now. She's an assassin, and she is trying to assassinate Hitler. She's also a motorcycle racer, and the story takes place around this massive motorcycle race, and if she wins this motorcycle race, she'll be able to get close enough as the winner of this race to be able to assassinate Hitler. So she's trying to win this race so that she can get close enough to pull off this assassination that she's been training for. Another book I really want to get to this month is Sky in the Deep. It's about Vikings, and it has literally been sitting on my shelf forever. This month is gonna be the month where I'm trying to get to some of the books that have just been sitting there forever. And this is one of them. I've heard mixed reviews about this. Some of you guys loved it, and some of you guys were just like, eh. It is about Vikings. The main character, I think she is a Viking. She's a warrior in her clan, and I think when she was a kid, maybe her brother got murdered, and her Viking clan is going to fight this enemy Viking clan, and she sees her brother somehow, and so there's like a lot of twisted family dynamics going on, and just interesting, like her trying to figure out like, wait, like he was murdered, why is he now with this other clan? And I don't know, that's all I kind of know about it, is that there's There's a lot of kind of just family intrigue and trying to figure out what's going on happening, as well as like all the Viking stuff. I also really want to read Warrior of the Wild by Trisha Levenseller, which is the same author that wrote Daughter of the Pirate King, which I also haven't read yet, but I want to read as soon as I can. But Warrior of the Wild is another Viking book, and I think that if I read this one, then I could, you know, go on to Warrior of the Wild and read a bunch of Viking books all at once. It's about a girl who has to like go fight this monster, and she's a Viking, and I don't know, it just sounds really cool, and I know that Trisha Levenseller is an awesome author, so yes, all the Viking stuff has been on my radar this month, but we'll see how much of it I actually get to. Okay, you guys, I need to get to Enchantment of Ravens. Oh my god, it's been sitting on my TBR forever. Okay, so I picked it up originally right at the end of A Court of Thorns and Roses, I think, is when this one came out, or is when I heard about this one. And I was like, oh my gosh, I just finished A Court of Thorns and Roses. I need more Fae stories right now. So I ran out and grabbed Enchantment of Ravens, which is, I think it's about this character. Is she an artist? Is this the artist book where she's an artist? Yes, so the main character is a human and she's an artist, and somehow she ends up in a Fae realm and she starts painting them, but I think that's like illegal over in the Fae world. I really want to read Enchantment of Ravens because Sorcery of Thorns just came out by the same author, and everybody's been freaking out about Sorcery of Thorns. Sorcery of Thorns is about a girl who has to care for magical books in a magical library, and then things start going wrong with these books, and I think the books start turning into monsters or something like that. And it just sounds so cool because all the bookish nerdy people love magical libraries. Come on. I really want to read it, but I want to read her first book first because like I'm just kind of I need to do things in order kind of person, you know? And I already have this one and it's been sitting on my shelf, so I need to get this read. That's the plan. I'm gonna get through this month and then grab Sorcery of Thorns as soon as I can. So the very last book I'm wanting to get to, planning on trying my gosh darn best to get to this month, is American Panda, and it's kind of gonna be my back to school book. Every time I go to Walmart or Target, there's school supplies everywhere, and it just kind of makes me excited about starting a new season and starting all the new things, you know, even though like I'm out of school at this point in my life. School's not a reality, but I like, you know, I like to still kind of reminisce. And it's about the 17-year-old, I think she's Asian. She is a freshman at MIT. I think her parents really control her life, and I think at the beginning of the book she like really struggles with like trying to be the perfect daughter and trying to do everything that her parents want her to do, and like as she is experiencing her first year of college, I think things start to change. I think she starts to change. But I think this just follows her and her first year of college experience, and I think it's gonna be so cute. And I just love this little coffee and these little stars and this little dumpling, and it just seems like the cutest little back to school book that I could pick up to like kind of, you know, just get in the back to school kind of mode. That's all the books that I am wanting to read this month. I know it's absolutely ridiculously large and I'm not gonna get to all of them. But here's the ones that I actually own, and then there's all the ones that I have to go buy that I haven't gotten yet. Thank you so much for watching this video. I love you guys so much. You're so freaking beautiful. And I will totally see you in the next video. Bye!